1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 76 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Heineke's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's Heineke.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Heineke again.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the 3rd quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the play fake, and now Heineke.
Thomas brings it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 3rd down, Heineke. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Willis.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Throwing left side, it's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift,
79 yards.
and the Lions are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He gets it to Thomas. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and short yardage. Heineke. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Heineke.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 20. As we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there.
The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Heineke to throw it.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.